Chalo, let's start with application of derivative concept of maxima and minima. First of all, we have learned the concept of increasing and decreasing functions. So you should have a proper understanding of what increasing and decreasing function and decreasing. Now, what is an increasing function? You understand? Suppose there is any function which is given to you, right? And this is how the graph of this function is. And there is another function. And this is how the graph of that function is, right? Now, in this particular function, at this point, to the left of this point, the graph is decreasing, coming down. And after this point, it is started increasing. That means something has happened at this point. Right? Same way, this is the point where it achieved the highest value. And before that, it was continuously increasing. After reaching this point, start decreasing. This particular concept is used in economics a lot to find out. It's called peak oil theory. There's one called peak oil theory. Peak oil theory. Right? So in peak oil theory and the concept of demand and supply, this is where maxima and minima is used. How we will understand whether a function achieves the maxima or minima. So consider two cases. So you take any function f of x, first step, right? Whatever it is given to you. In this case, let's say x square. Next step is you differentiate it. Taken x square plus 3x something. Something is given to that. Plus 4 or simply. Next step is you differentiate this function. Now we know the differentiation. It is 2x plus 3. Then the next step is put f dash x is equal to 0. Once you put f dash x is equal to 0, then you write 2x plus 3 is equal to 0 and x is equal to minus 3 by 2. See, I'm just taking, this is a graph which is not of this function, just explaining you. So x is equal to minus 3 by 2. Now once you get the value of x, you take a number line and write x is equal to minus 3 by 2 somewhere. Then you'd have to take some value less than minus 3 by 2 and that value you have to substitute in f dash x. Minus 3 by 2, minus 2, minus 1, right? No, minus 2, minus 2, minus 1 will be this side. So minus 2 and put minus 2 here in f dash x. So when you put here f dash of minus 2 is 2 into minus 2 is minus 4, minus 4 plus 3 is minus 1. That means here what is happening to f dash x is less than 0. And if I take any value greater than minus 3 by 2, let's say 0 also, 0, 1. So this will be positive. So here f dash x is what? Greater than 0. So what is happening in this case? Less than 0 means the graph is coming down. It's coming down. Less than 0 means coming down, coming down, coming down. It will hit to a point, coming down, coming down, coming down, hitting a point, and then start going up. Like this. Come down, come down, come down, come down. Reach to a point and then start going up. So whenever we say that this point is called the point of minima. Wherever this graph changes its trajectory, this is called point of minima. Called point of minima, right? So when we say point of minima, this is called point of minima. Exactly opposite of this when it happened. Number line, some value of x is equal to a. I'm just taking some value, right? Take the left of a and substitute in f dash x. If f dash x is greater than 0 and it changes its trajectory like this, Less than 0 means coming down, 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 down. Sorry, greater than 0 means coming up, 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 reaching to a point and then start going down. This where it changes its path means trajectory. This is called point of maxima. So here x is equal to a is called point of maxima. Point of minima and point of maxima. Now, once you have point, then you can also find out the minimum value. So I'll take an example. What is the meaning of minimum value? And then we'll solve it. So you have f of x is equal to, let's say, x square minus 5x plus 6, right? First step is we will differentiate this function. So f dash x will be equal to 2x minus 5. And then put 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. X is equal to 5 by 2, which is also equal to 2.5. Then you take a number line, put x is equal to 5 by 2. Right? And you take any value to the left of 5, 0. 0. So this is f dash x is less than 0. Here f dash x will be greater than, changes, right? Okay. Understand one more thing. See, after differentiation, if your function is a quadratic function, still it is a quadratic function, then it will not change sign. Because take negative, positive, overall everything will become positive, right? Okay. So when it does not change its sign, right, to the left and right, then it is called point of inflection. If it does not change. For example, it is, you have something like that f dash x is greater than 0 and f dash x is greater than 0. Not changing it. So then this is called point of inflection. Inflect, right? Inflection. That means it will follow a path, but definitely no maxima or minima exist in such cases, right? So now once you have this, you know that this is what it is happening. So this is called point of minima, right? Less than 0 to greater than 0. Just for your knowledge, that roots are 2 and 3. This is how the graph will be moving, right? And this is where 5 by 2, right? Is called, this is called point of minima. Now, once you have point of minima, then how to find out the minimum value? Minimum value means y, the value of y. See, this is the value of x. With respect to x, you need to get the value of y. So put this 5 by 2 over there in f of x, right? You have to put x is equal to 5 by 2 in f of x to get the minimum value. One is point of minima and second is minimum value. To find minimum value, you have to substitute that 5 by 2 the whole square minus 5 into 5 by 2 plus 6 is 25 by 4 minus 25 by 2 plus 6. 25 by 4 minus 25 by 2 is minus 25 by 2 plus, sorry, 4 plus 6. It is minus 1 by 4. 24 minus 25. So that is the value of y. That means this depth is minus 1 by 4. This depth is minus 1 by 4. In mathematics, when you do business, right, they use mathematical models. They are using mathematical model. They use mathematical model in order to find out where you can, the company can hit the minimum profit, right? when you're talking about the stocks, there is something called R1, R2, R3, resistance and support price. Using the graph and the mathematical tools, you can actually identify these are the points where it is going to hit the minimum price. After that, to further break, then another minima will be defined for stocks. So, right, in that case, okay. Lot of practical application you have in managements. When you do management, you will have to study a lot of maxima, minima over there. And exactly opposite of this will be maxima. Exactly opposite of this will be maxima. Clear? Exactly opposite of this will be maxima. Exactly opposite of this will be called maxima. Maxima means like the graph will be something like this. Pavitra, come here. Teaching your concept only. Right? This is called maxima and minima. Now, if you have some function which is always greater than 0, if you have something, let's say f of x minus 2 the whole square, right? So x minus 2 the whole square. So normally what will happen in this case, whether it will achieve a minima or maxima? So first, let's open it. X square minus 4x plus 4, right? This is your function. Then in next step, you take the derivative of this function and put it equal to 0. So x is equal to 2, right? Then you take a number line, x is equal to 2. And you take any value less than 2 and put it here. Less than 2 and put it here. Let's say 1. So 2 ones are 2 minus 4 is 2 ones are 2 minus 4 is minus, right? So to the left of this, f dash x is what? Less than 0. And here f dash x is what? Greater than 0. That means at x is equal to this x is equal to minus 2. Less than 0 means going down, 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 down. Less than 0 going down, reaching to a point and then going up. So this is called the point of minima. Point of minima. Right? Now the question is, what is the minimum value? So minimum value, when you put this x is equal to 2 in f of x, in place of x, 2 minus 2 is what? 0. So what is the minimum value of this function? 0. Once you get the point of minima, then this put x is equal to 2 in f of x. So f of 2 is equal to 2 minus 2 the whole square is equal to 0. So 0 is called the minimum value. One is called point of minima and second is called minimum value. Right? If you see the graph of this function, it says that x minus 2. So go on positive x axis 2 and then draw the graph of this. So this is x is equal to 2, and when x is 2, what is the value of y? Y means where y axis. So at x axis y is 0 or not? That's why we are getting 0. See, f of x is also called y. Don't get confused in this. F of x and y both are equal. F of x is also equal to what? Y. Right? F of x is also equal to y. Now, you have some, so if there is a modulus function, and if I ask you to find out the maxima or minima of modulus function, first of all, you cannot differentiate modulus function, then you can do it, but not it's something which should be taught in 12th standard. Okay. Click a picture of this iPhone. Anyways, I'll share this video with you guys. You can go through this. Right. So let's take some question. See, I told you that graphs are very important. If you know the graph, then you can find out whether function has maxima or minima directly by looking at the graph or reading the graph. Example, if we have, let's say, modulus function, right? Right? If you have a modulus function, let's say we have f of x is equal to modulus of x. The graph of modulus function is like this, right? This is how you draw the graph of modulus function. But if I have some function in this form, f of x is equal to modulus of x plus 2, then since it is plus, so go on negative x-axis to minus 2. If it was x plus 3, go on negative minus 3. And from there, you draw the v function graph. Right? But if you have something like this, f of x is equal to modulus of x plus 3. Understand all these? So first, you know modulus is passing through 0, 0, right? But since it is modulus of x plus 3, so go on 1, 2, 3, and then draw the graph. Go up 3. If I say f of x is equal to modulus of x minus 2, so you know that modulus of x is like this, right? Minus 2 means go 1, 2 down, and from there you draw the graph of this. In this case only, if I say f of x is equal to modulus of x plus 2 minus 3, right? So in this case, first of all, you should know modulus of x plus 2, that is the graph, minus 3, that means from this point, you bring down 1, 2, 3, and then you draw the graph. Basically, you have to bring this down to 3. Quadratic, we have just now did quadratic. F of x is equal to, quadratic is, let's say you have ax square plus bx plus c. So it is going to an upward parabola. And if you, modulus ka square is modulus only. That modulus will go. Suppose if I have modulus of x of square, so this is simply x square. That's it. One more thing, in this case, if coefficient of x square is negative, then the graph of this function will be a downward parabola. Coefficient of x square पे depend करता है graph of the function, right? So these are some of the graph. See over there, if I write modulus of x plus 3, modulus of x plus 2 plus 3, 3 outside. So this graph should go 1, 2, 3 up, right? In that case, okay, this is clear, right? So these are some of the graph which you should know for modulus. Make a note of it. Wait. In school, you guys have finished application of derivatives? Hmm? When it comes to trigonometric function, that is where students find little difficult how to find maxima, minima. Right? You have a textbook for NCRT? Teach you in maxima and minima for trigonometric function. I'll take some trigonometric function. You guys know increasing and decreasing function? You know increasing decreasing? आता है श्योर? नहीं है तो बताओ, मैं बताऊंगा, शर्माओ मत. हाँ, मैं बता देता हूँ. Increasing and decreasing function. So let us understand what is an increasing function and what is a decreasing function. And see, your some steps remain same even for finding maxima, minima and increasing, decreasing function. Some steps remain same. What are these steps? First, you take the function, right? Whatever that given function is. Then you take the derivative of that function. Once you get derivative of that function, put that derivative equal to 0, and from there find the value or values of x. First step is take the function, differentiation of that function, then find the derivative of put that derivative of function equal to 0, and from there find the value of x. Now there will be two cases. Put that value of x on number line. Suppose value of x is a. Take the value, one value less than a. Suppose x is 3. So take any value less than 3. You can take 2, 1, 0. And put that in f dash x and check whether f dash x is greater than 0 or less than 0. Suppose f dash x is less than 0 and here f dash x is greater than 0, right? It will change. It will change its less than 0. Now when I say less than 0, right, f dash x is less than 0, it means what? It is coming down, 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 reaching to a point, and after that start going up. So although maxima and minima also works in similar fashion, but here in this region, this graph is coming down or not? You always have to check from left to right. That means in this particular interval, this is decreasing. Right? Here, from minus infinity to a, this function is decreasing or strictly decreasing. So the meaning of decreasing or strictly decreasing depending on is being asked. Right? So you have to write it like this. From minus infinity, in minus infinity you always have C bracket. If I am taking till a, right, because after a it will change its path, not path, trajectory. So if I am using square bracket, then it is called decreasing. But if I take minus infinity to a, and both places I am using C bracket. C bracket, that means this particular value is not included. Okay, बीच के सारे values are included. So this is called strictly decreasing. And what happened here in this, what is happening? It is going up. Going up means increasing. So from a to positive infinity, this to never included. Let's say if I'm including this, so this is increasing. If I take this, then this is called strictly increasing. One is increasing and second is strictly increasing. Clear? Now you know what increasing and strictly increasing means. Strictly means there is no break. Suppose you go from here to Margao without any break, not stopping anywhere. That is called strictly increasing or decreasing. But if you are going there and stopping at 2-3 places, that is called decreasing or increasing, right? So the graph of strictly increasing will be like this or like this coming down. Increasing is going up, taking a break, going up, taking a break, going up, taking a break, right? Basically, a non-stop train is strictly increasing or decreasing. Yeah. Suppose you are flying from here to Delhi non-stop. That is called strictly increasing, decreasing. Strictly lag jata, right? Is this clear? Strictly in decreasing. Here, student find trigonometric functions more difficult. Okay. I'll tell you what is. I'll share this video with you guys also. Right. So I'll take up one question. The question is, find the interval in which f of x is equal to sine 3x, where x belongs to 0 to pi by 2. Pi by 2 means 90 degree, is first increasing and second is decreasing. Increasing and decreasing. Now let's try to solve this question. Be very careful. When differentiation is not an issue. Differentiation is not an issue. Finding the interval is going to be an issue here in trigonometric function. So, yeah, so the x is given and angle is 3x. The first step is what? The given function is what? Sine 3x. Differentiate this f dash x. 3 cos 3x. And then the next step, what we do? Put f dash x is equal to what? 0. So that means 3 cos 3x is equal to 0. So cos 3x is equal to 0. Right? Where cos is 0, first of all, 3x is equal to 0. Over there, x is given as what? Greater than or equal to 0, less than or equal to pi by 2. Square bracket means values are included. So what is 3x? If I had to find out 3x, I will multiply both sides with 3x. 3 multiply both sides with 3. So 3 zeros are 0 and this is 3 pi by 2. Now 3 pi by 2 exactly on y-axis. How? This is 0, this is pi by 2, this is pi, this is 3 pi by 2 and then this is 2 pi, then 5 pi by 2. So on y-axis you have odd multiple of pi by 2. 1 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2. And on y-axis you have even multiples of pi. 0, 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, 8 pi. Right? Now you have this, right? So that means where cos 3x is 0, where cos is 0, cos is 0 at pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. Cos is always 0 on y-axis. Your interval is what? 0 to what? 3 pi by 2. Till here only. This part you can eliminate. Right? So your interval is pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. You don't have to take any value more than 3 pi by 2. Right? Understand the meaning of that when I say cos 3x is equal to 0. Cos 3x is equal to cos pi by 2 and cos 3x is equal to cos 3 pi by 2. Right? Right hand side, we have tried where it is 0. So once we had done, just for your understanding, interval we have to still find out. If cos 3x is cos pi by 2, so 3x is equal to pi by 2 and x is equal to what? Pi by 6 or not? And here 3x is equal to 3 pi by 2. So x is equal to pi by 2. So you got interval. Where you got interval? Interval means values of x. Where you have got the values of x? Pi by another value pi by 2. So यहीं पे, right? Understood or not? And this is what? 0. From 0 to pi by t only we are going. Pi by 6 is 30 degree. Right? Pi by 6 is 30 degree. Take any value less than 30 degree. Let's say 15 degree. And substitute in f dash x. This is your f dash x. So 3 into cos 3 into 15. So 3 into cos 45. Cos 45 is what? Overall, we don't have to find out the value, just have to find out whether it is positive or negative. Whether it is positive or negative. This is positive or negative. 3 by root 2 is positive or negative? Positive. So f dash x is how? Greater than 0, right? After that, it is going to be less than. That means after 30, let's say you take 45. The moment you take any angle more than 30, this cos will go in which quadrant? Second quadrant, right? I took 30. Anything more than 30, it will go in second quadrant. Second quadrant cos is negative. So therefore, fill the form. निकालो उसको. Therefore, in which interval this is increasing? 0 to pi by 6. 0 was included, increasing है तो pi by 6. So I can write from 0 to pi by 6. This is increasing. This is increasing. And from pi by 6 to pi by 2, this is what? Decreasing. Right? Pi by 2 is included because that is given. If they say in the same question, if they say strictly increasing, since 0 is always included, I have to include 0, but I don't have to include this. If I say strictly increasing, I have to remove this square bracket. Here, I have to put a C bracket, and this I have to take as it is. Understood? First thing clear? Take one more question on increasing and decreasing, and then we'll give you some questions to solve from the first. No, then I'll teach you a little bit of maxima minima, and then we'll solve. Some question of maxima minima I'll teach you. Maxima and minima, you'll get one question of 5 marks for sure. The last exercise. Here, this one. Okay. There is another question. There is another question in this. That question is, find the interval in which the function given by f of x is equal to sin x plus cos x where x is greater than or equal to 0, less than or equal to 2 pi, is increasing or decreasing? Is increasing or decreasing? First step is write the function, write sin x plus cos x, differentiate this. How much this is? Cos x minus sin x. Put this equal to 0, means cos x minus sin x is equal to 0. And then when you put cos x is equal to sin x, cos x minus sin x is equal to 0, which will also give you what? Cos x is equal to sin x or not? This will give you cos x is equal to sin x or not? And you bring this cos x down, so this will be sin x by cos x is tan x or not? Cos x down. Where tan is 1, which are the angles between 0 to 2 pi? The one complete round मर गया है यहाँ पर. Where cos x is, where tan x is 1? Tan 45. One angle is in quadrant 1. स्वागत नहीं करोगे इनका. One is here. In which quadrant tan is positive? All silver tea cups. After school to cinema. Third quadrant. If I have to find out where in the third quadrant that I'm 11th में trigonometry, how comfortable you guys are? आता है? So which angle here apart from 45 degree will also give you tan theta is equal to 1? Okay, I'll tell you. This is how much? Pi by 4, right? So vertically opposite angle, this angle is also what? Pi by 4. And here we have what? Pi. So if I go anti-clockwise, we add it. Pi plus pi by 4 is how much? 5 pi by 4. So there are two angles between 0 to 2 pi where tan theta is 1 because it is positive. If tan theta was minus 1, it would have been this and this quadrant, right? I mean, number line already given what? 0 to 2 pi. Which are the values of x we have got? If I say tan x is equal to 1, first is tan pi by 4 and second is tan x is equal to tan 5 pi by 4, right? From here tan get cancelled, so x is equal to what? Pi by 4 and 5 pi by 4. Now it alternates. You just have to find out the first value. Take any angle less than pi by 4 and substitute in f dash x. 30 degree. Pi by 4 is 45, so put 30. So what is sin 30? Sorry, what is cos 30? Minus sin 30. 1 by 2. This overall is positive or negative? Positive. Here f dash x is what? In this particular region will be negative. Then again in this region this will be. What is the interval in which it increasing? 0 to pi by 4 union. Union means and means or 5 pi by 4 to 2 pi. In this it is increasing. So where it is decreasing? Pi by 4 to 5 pi by 4. This is decreasing. This is decreasing, right? This is decreasing. Okay. बुक निकाल जो मैंने दी थी, सॉल्व कर। निकाल ट्रायंगल। सॉल्व कर, run this. Increasing decreasing is clear. And maxima minima, I just now explained you how to find out maxima or minima, but when it comes to word problem, this is where students find it more difficult, the maxima and minima concept, right? So I'm taking word problem first from the exercise. Taking the word problem from the exercise to right. So this is from NCERT, question number 17. I'm reading it for you, I'm not writing the entire question. Okay. Let's try to understand how to solve this one. This is where you get a 5 marks question in exam. Whether you want to get that 5 marks or you want to leave, choice is yours. There is a square piece of tin of side 18 centimeter is to be made into a box without a top by cutting a square from each of the corner and folding up the flap to form the box. What should be the side of square to cut off so that the volume of box is maximum possible, right? Here in this particular question we have to find maxima. So there is a square tin in the form of square. This is 18. This is also 18. All sides are 18, right? Square. They're saying that from this you cut 4 squares of equal size and fold it along the dotted line. Fold it along the dotted line, right? Let me explain you this. If there is any square piece of paper, I have to take it out. Suppose you have you're going to make a box out of it, that you need to understand, right? Suppose this is your piece of paper, right? Square form. Now you take out some square from here, one square piece. Then you take out a square piece from here, equal size. Then you take out a square piece from here. And then you take out a square piece from here. Same square, all 4 sides you have to cut square. Box अच्छा नहीं बनेगा. And then these are dotted line. Along this you have to fold it, right? Along the dotted line, fold it. Fold it. And this is going to be your box with open top, right? Ab they are asking you what should be the length, breadth and height so that the volume of this box is maximum. Maximize करना है function को. सिंगल वेरिएबल रहेगा, कैसे बताओ? बट व्हाट इज द हाइट ऑफ दिस? सी लेंथ ऑफ दिस विल बी व्हाट? फ्रॉम x and x we cut, right? Length is only this part, right? 18 minus 2x, and this is also x, this is also x, so breadth is also 18 minus 2x. What will be the height? This is the height. This height is nothing but this and this length, मतलब x ही height हुआ. So the box which we are going to make will be something like this, right? This is 18 minus 2x, 18 minus 2x, height is what? X. Now you have to maximize this. अगर सिंगल वेरिएबल है तो मैक्सिमाइज करना बहुत आसान होता है, राइट? What you have to maximize? Volume is maximum. So whole function should be of x. Why? Because सारे वेरिएबल x हैं. वॉल्यूम क्या होता है? Length into breadth into height. This is 18 minus 2x into 18 minus 2x, the whole square, height is x. You can use u into v. Next step is you have to differentiate this function, right? So if you want, you can use u into v, or you take square cube करके कैसे भी कर दो. Your choice, completely your choice. First function is 18 minus 2x the whole square into derivative of second function plus second function derivative of 2 times of 18 minus 2x and then derivative of 18 minus 2x, which is minus 2. From this and this, you take 18 minus 2x as common out. You are left with 18 minus 2x. ये गया minus sign, 2 2 जा 4x. This is your f dash x or not? Don't write. Pay attention. लिखने से ज़्यादा समझना ज़रूरी. So now this will be what? 18 minus 2x into 18 minus 6x, and this is f dash x. And then next step, put it equal to what? 0. Already factorize है, तो यहाँ से कितना आ जाएगा? 18 minus 2x is equal to 0 और 18 minus 6x is equal to 0. x is equal to 3, x is equal to 9. Since both are positive, x is a length. Which one to be ignored? Which one to be ignored? 9. 9 डाल दोगे तो लेंथ पे 0, everything will become 0. So you cannot form only, right? So x is equal to 3. Up to verify whether this function has maxima or minima, so you have to do second order derivative. Second order derivative means if second order derivative is less than 0, that means function has maxima. And if f double dash x is greater than 0, function has minima. This is to show them. Show them मतलब अभी तुम्हारे पास ये आया था, right? इसको फिर से differentiate करना है. I generally don't do it while solving the question, but since we are solving one question, you have to do it. But in exam, you have to show it to them. So here it again u into v. First function, which is 18 minus 2x into derivative of second function minus 6 plus second function is 18 minus 6x into derivative of first, which is minus 2. So this is minus 18 into 6, don't calculate this, plus 12x minus 18 into 2 plus 12x, right? अभी x है, लेकिन minus 18 common and 6 plus 2. 6 plus 2 is 8. You have minus 18 into 6 minus 18 into 2. If you take minus 18 common, then 6 minus 2, which is 4. 4 into minus 18, that part is negative, right? So minus 18 into 4 plus 24x. Since x still exists, find out the value of x which we have found. 3. तो 3 9 दोनों डाल के देखोगे, पहले 3 डालना है, हमने इग्नोर कर दिया ना. तो 24 3 जा and 18 4 जा 72. कैंसिल हो रहा है, 0 आ रहा है, डिफरेंशिएट सही किया ना, जीरो राइट. समवन टेल रतनदीप मैसेज की फॉर्म भरने के लिए बुलाया, क्लास नहीं है आज, उसको मैसेज करो, वो पता नहीं क्या कौन से नशे करता है. Any calculation mistake, check. X is equal to 3. So it's giving 0. So check on 9. So on 9, this will give you what? Positive? Right? See, on 3, fine. In 3, 18, 24, 3 are 72, 18, 4, 72. Fine, it is giving 0. But at 9, this is giving you what? Greater than 0. So maximum तो हो ही नहीं पाएगा. So at 9, so definitely, I don't know, coming out to be 0. Calculation mistake. था ना अपने पास? Yeah.
Minus 18 is minus 108. Minus 18 52, which is minus 36. So what do we 108 minus 36? Minus 108 minus 36.
108
minus 36.
minus दोनों minus. Minus into minus 36. How much it will be? Minus 44 plus 72. So overall coming out to be negative. Negative means maxima. Calculation mistake. Understood? Right? There is similar question to this 18 which you can try in homework. Exactly similar to this, but length, breadth, height some change jata hai. So that is also in single variable. Next wala question is very important. This is from NCERT. Question number 19. Question number 19. 19 question is, show that of all the rectangles inscribed in a given fixed circle, show that of all the rectangles inscribed in a given fixed circle, square has maximum area. Square has maximum area. Right? Because the moment they say fixed, that means you draw a circle, its area is fixed. If area is fixed, that means radius is also fixed. Anything which is fixed is called constant. Derivative of that constant will become 0. Then draw a rectangle L and B, right? This is what? 2r. Why? Diameter, angle in a semicircle is equal to what? Angle in a semicircle is equal to what? 90 degree. Angle in a semicircle is equal to what? 90 degree. So since it is 90 degree, so converse is also true. That means this diameter will pass through center of circle. Yes. See here, you have L, B and 2r. 2 are variable, length and breadth. 2r is a constant. So whenever we are going to find out the area, because we have to find out the area and we have to show that L is equal to B. And we also have to show that it is maximum when L is equal to B. But L and B, you are going to multiply for area. When you are going to multiply L into B, whatever your function which you have to maximize or minimize, whatever thing which you have to maximize or minimize should be a function and in single variable. अब L और B दो variable में. To bring it in single variable, I have to use R. Now there is a Pythagoras theorem. What is that? L square plus B square is equal to 4R square. So you want to write everything in terms of L or B, choice is yours, right? Suppose in place of B square, we can write what? 4R square minus L square. And B you can write as what? Under root of 4R square minus L square, right? You are supposed to maximize what? Area. Area is L into B. What you will do after this step? Right? L. And B is what? Under root of 4R square minus L square. Are you going to do, see everything in terms of L? R is constant, उसका derivative 0 होगा, right? आगे अगर single R आता है तो. Now you tell me one thing from here at this step. In this question, are you going to take this U into V or multiply L inside and then solve it by taking the root? Yeah, is there any other method by which we can simplify this? See, understand, maths में ये चलता है. If roots are troubling you, because derivative of root itself is difficult, right? So if roots are troubling you, what you can do, you can take area, square it, L square, and this is B square is what? 4R square minus L square, and make this as a function of what? L. To get rid of root, you take square and make square as a function. No change in the final answer. After this step, you want to use U into V or directly multiply and then use. मैं होता तो ऐसा करता 4R square into L square minus L raised power 4. Choice is yours. Again, you can do whatever you want. What is constant here? In first term, this 4R square is constant. L square is minus 4L cube. And after that, what we do? Put F dash L is equal to what? 0. So this is 8L R square minus 4L cube is equal to what? 0. From this, what is common? 4 and L. What you are left with? 2R minus L square is equal to 0 or not? Factorize हो गया. So either 4L is equal to 0 or 2R minus L square is equal to 0. So L will be equal to 0 or 2R is equal to L square. L will be equal to, right? Ignore, length cannot be 0. So if L is 2R, after this you have to differentiate it and then you have to check if it gives maxima, then substitute the value of L in any of the equation, right? Yeah, see the L square 4R square minus L square की जगह. Here you have to substitute. So you have to double differentiate this F double dash L. What is the second order derivative of this? This is how many? This is already there, right? 8R square constant, L ka 1. So this will be 8R square minus 12L square, right? Yes. अब बेटा L square की जगह क्या डालोगे? This is 2R square. So L is what? Root 2r. Therefore, L will be equal to what? Root 2r outside, right? So in place of L square, how much you will put? 2r square. So 8r square minus 12 in place of L square, 2r square. So 12 into 2, 24. So 8 minus 24 minus 12 r square or not? 24. 8 minus 24 is how much? Minus 16. Radius is 8 minus 24, right? Minus 16. अब r square is always positive. ये तो नेगेटिव हुआ नहीं. Overall negative हो गया. Whole thing is less than 0. Therefore, it has a maxima. Therefore, the given function has maxima when L is equal to how much? Root 2r. So, substitute this, right? L square की जगह. There, so b square is equal to how much? 4r square minus L square. 4r square minus L square is 2r square. How much this is? 2r square b square. So b is equal to what? Root 2r. Understood? Click a picture of this. Click a picture of this. उसका solution मत देख, अपने आप कर. This total is how much? 12. This is 4. This is 8. तो 12 minus 4 8 लिखा है उन्होंने. ये कितना है? x. तो ये छोटा और ये बड़ा ट्रायंगल सिमिलर होते हैं कि नहीं होते हैं? तो 4 upon this whole, dp upon this whole and av upon this whole तीनों सेम होगा. Understood? Whole AC is 4.8. So this is x. This is 4.8 minus x. हाँ, तो this whole thing is, और तो AE x ले लो तो ये EC कितना हो जाएगा? 4.8 minus x. अब कर solve. Don't look at the solution. Solution मत. लैपटॉप नहीं लाए तुम लोग फॉर्म भरने के लिए? Saloni, you filled? Filled? No. Take the selection of colleges. सबका पहले PGP और MBA तो कर दो, पहला वाला. The first course, everyone has to take it. No other courses, only first course, PGP or MBA. Every college, I am Amritsar MBA. I am Indore PGP. वो पहला वाला जो है ना, पहला कोर्स, that is the main course. See, your length and breadth are equal or not? Length and breadth are equal. That means square has the maximum area. Clear? One more question I'll take and then I'll give you some questions to solve. Another question is NCERT. Okay. Question number 20 in NCERT. The question is, show that a right circular cylinder, show that a right circular cylinder of given surface area, SME surface area, and maximum volume is such that its height is equal to diameter. That means show that a right circular cylinder of given surface area. पहले तो सिलेंडर बनाओ. Right. When I say surface area, it has to be total surface area. So surface area given that given surface area, given दिया मतलब वो constant है, तो surface area is how much? 2 pi RH plus 2 pi R square. Let's say surface area is S, 2 pi R common, bracket H plus R. Why we are doing this? Because somewhere when I'm going to find out volume, I'm going to get R and H. तो या तो R को H के टर्म्स में लिखना पड़ेगा या H को R के टर्म्स में. बताता हूँ कैसे करेंगे वो भी. You are supposed to find out what? Volume, right? That maximize किसको करना है? Volume has to be maximized, right? First we'll write down the volume. What is volume of cylinder? Pi R square. H or not? If I am making this as a function, right? Pi is constant, no problem. But H and R are two variables. So either I have to write H in terms of R or R in terms of H. Be very careful when we have surface area as fixed quantity. वहाँ से कुछ निकालना बड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है. I tell you why. Suppose you want to write everything in terms of R square, right? अब लाइक R यहाँ पर भी है, तो दो जगह R है, तो ऐसे केसेस में H के टर्म्स में लिखो, राइट? मतलब फाइंड आउट द वैल्यू ऑफ H फ्रॉम हियर. If you want to find out H from here, so it is S minus 2 pi R square over 2 pi R is equal to what? H, right? Write everything in terms of H. तो मैं R के टर्म्स में लिखो, प्रॉब्लम में आ जाओगे. वो प्रूव करना है, सच दैट इट हाइट इज इक्वल टू डायमीटर. वहीं से प्रूव करना है, वहां से होगा वो प्रूफ. शो दैट करके बताना. You can write in terms of R, but then somewhere R will at two places, right? So R will can create an issue. So see, your objective is to simplify the question, not to make it complex. Now, what is volume? Pi R square, and H is what? S minus 2 pi R square over 2 pi R or not? Everything has turned out to be in terms of what? R. S तो constant है, pi is constant, so whole function is a function of. Cancel whatever you can. You can cancel pi and R and pi and this R. इस R को अंदर डाल दो, उसके बाद सिंप्लीफाई. एस आर माइनस 2 पाई आर क्यूब, नीचे 2. 1 by 2 you can take out when you are differentiating it. Differentiate this. Take 1 by 2 out. Differentiate of S R. S is constant, तो R का differentiation होगा. S into R का differentiation is 1, right? Yes. Minus 2 pi constant, R cube is 3R square. Wait. When I'm going to send you this video, उसके बाद देखना, सब समझ आएगा. अभी सिर्फ देखो. This 2 first will go there, 2 zeros are 0. And after that you are left with what? S minus 6 pi R square is equal to, so S is equal to, now I have to check whether this function actually has maxima or not. For that I have to further differentiate this. So what is F double dash R? 1 by 2 you take out, and now you have to differentiate. S is 0 minus, this is 6 pi R square will become what? 12 pi R, right? R, यहाँ से R आना चाहिए, right? S upon 6 pi under root of 6 pi. I mean, you have to find out the value of R and substitute it here. No. This you have to check whether it is greater than 0, less than 0. From here you have to find out the value of r. And that you have to substitute. So s upon 6 pi under root. That you have to substitute it. आ जाता मतलब less than, this whole thing will be less than 0. Right? Less than 0, that means it has maxima. After that, this value which you have found should be substituted here. And h will be equal to what? 6 pi r square minus 2 pi r square over 2 pi r. H is equal to 4 pi r square over 2 pi r. 2 to the 4, pi cancel. H is equal to what? 2r, hence proved. Thank you so much.